this homestand. What does tonight do for this team moving forward?
You said what was the end of the question?
3-0 on this homestand.
Yeah.
What does tonight a win over the Timberwolves do for this team?
Oh yeah, it was a good test for us. Playing against one of the hottest teams in the league. The record speaks for itself, and I think our focus level was at a great point tonight, and we had some points of emphasis in the game plan that we really stuck to, and the ball found who we wanted it to, and we were dialed in from the beginning of the game, and it feels good when you could kind of go blow for blow with one of the best teams in the league, and offensively and defensively you're challenging yourself. These are the type of games you want to be a part of in the regular season. It's not too often you get to go against some of the best in the league, and tonight was a great test for us, like I said, where we showed where we can still improve, but also it's a good effort tonight for us to get this win.
You're also averaging around 9 rebounds in the last 4 games.
Stretch 4, man.
First time in your career that many rebounds.
Yeah.
Is that just an emphasis on the guys out, like Lively, or is that how the ball is bouncing your way?
No, I just think just doing whatever it takes to win, and that paint is not as clogged. When you don't have the bigs down there, we've been kind of a few minutes short over these past few games. So I was just doing everything possible to put myself in a better position to rebound and help our big guys out. They do a great job of boxing out. So we just wanted to finish the play. Get a good possession on offensive end.
Have you grown any since you tweeted that?
I hope, man. I measured myself yesterday. I was about like 6'2" and maybe like a half. So who knows?
What happened on the play where I believe you turned it over, but then you
yeah, man.
Right away on steal.
Yeah.
What do you recall from that play?
Going against Jaden McDaniels, just a one-on-one type of play there, and he was just using his length very well, using his off arm very well, just trying to make me make a decision. And to be 6'2", going against 6'9", 6'10", and some tall guys out there, so I just got to make some adjustments. I was pissed that I turned it over, so I was happy on the other side that I got a chance to get us that possession. But that play could have gone either way. It could have been a determining factor in our game. But luckily, the basketball guys were on my side, and we were able to secure the possession and then get a 3 out of it, which created that separation. And I think really gave us a great place to be to finish the game off.
Those last 2 late threes, especially the one with the pass from DP, can you take us through that play? What you had to skip that pass, obviously.
Yeah, no, absolutely. It was a good pass. I had to get my feet underneath me, but it was just studying Minnesota over the past few weeks and seeing some of their rotations, and down the stretch, some of the past games that we've played against them, they've doubled Luka, made him get off the ball. So I was just trying to be in the right spot on the backside of that offensive possession, and it found me in the right spot and went in. So let's just give credit to our team and us being prepared. We go over those things in practice all the time, and it felt good for us to execute down the stretch.
What's working well for you guys defensively recently, and what needs to happen to sustain this going forward this season?
I really believe it's about how we start off the games. When we start off very physical and we're attacking guys on the offensive end, it sets us up for the rest of the game. And you look at some of the great teams that play in our league, they usually like to create that separation early, and then it's about game management after that. Teams are obviously going to make their runs, but if you can manage the game well after you hit them in the mouth the first 2 quarters and you pretty much up 9 to 15 points or even 7 points to 15 points, you can pretty much manage it well if you're playing hard still. So I think at this point, the mentality is to continue to push, continue to put our foot on the gas pedal, and if you're tired, ask for a sub out. But at this point, we want to keep our pace very high. Even though our offensive numbers have gone down a little bit, our defensive numbers are going up, and that's a positive. That's a sign of a great team that's focused in, and I think we've been creating good habits over these past few games. So just want to find that consistency.
Speaking of studying Minnesota, this is the first time you actually got to face them.
Second, other than preseason, because, I didn't forget about that. Yeah, it was. No, it felt good. It felt good. again, like I said in the beginning of the questions, going against the best of the best, some of the best defenders, it's where you get to work on all the stuff that you've been working on in the gym, and that's the time to bring it out. A few times I got blocked, a few times I got stripped, but for the most part, I felt like I got where I wanted to on the court, and I was successful. I'm going to look at film over these next few days and see where I can still improve. But if this is one of the top teams in the Western Conference right now in the league, we know what we have to prepare for moving forward in order to be successful. So that's what I'm taking it as, is just a good test, and just go home and watch film and see where I can get better.
Get 35
compare to
points.
some of the better, how does Ant compare to some of the better on-ball defenders you face?
Oh, he's great. He's great. He takes the challenge. When he first came into the league, that wasn't really something that he was trying to get into, even though he'll say that, I've been a defensive player my whole career. But when we first played and he first got drafted, you could see that he had the intangibles. He has the skill set to be one of the best on-ball defenders in our league. And, again, it's a healthy challenge when you go against someone like that. Even as young, he slides his feet. He's very physical. And he takes that challenge very personal. And he got a few stops. We look at each other. We wink at each other. A few, possessions that he had on me. And that's what makes this league great. You can have those mini battles overall in the team scheme, but at the end of the day, it's about getting a win, and we accomplished that tonight. So, Ant, give credit to him and his team, but, we got this one, and now we know we're going to see him down the stretch soon.
Kyrie, it's been almost a year since you got here in Dallas. What have you learned about playing with Luka, and how have you guys grown together?
Man, I'm learning every day, and I don't think a year is enough to say someone very, very well. But I can say that from my observations and being on trips with him, and us being together in the locker room and at practice, and just little times where we find space to talk to one another as leaders on the team. He's a great player. I'm a great player. He's having an unbelievable season, so I just try to encourage him. Make sure I remind him that I see him, carrying our team. He's been doing it with me out. So, again, I respect that kid and how he goes about his business every day. And even if he's on a bad wheel, he still plays. So you got to really, really give credit to a guy like that. And he's setting records. And to be his teammate, it's a pleasure, man. It's an honor. It makes the game easier. And I know he has the same things to say about me, about making the game easier for one another. And I feel like we've done that.
You actually just released your mini docu-series with Players TV. Can you talk about that, and then some of the other things you might have in the pipeline?
Yeah, no, just other than Players TV and really building a strong team there, I have ownership in that media company, so it feels good to have power on the media side and have some protection on that end, and have some kind of behind-the-scenes people really cheering me on, really supporting me, and giving me the opportunity to grow outside the game of basketball in the entrepreneurial lane. That we have a lot of different things to look forward to in that space, but with other endeavors that I have going on, I'm looking forward to, the future of that. I don't want to stay too much, but, working really hard, and just released another brand called Mindless, and, that's a elevated brand other than Her Kai and I, what I've been doing with my family and friends. So just diving into different things, man. I appreciate you asking, but I just wanted to focus on answering basketball questions today, man. I appreciate that, though.
What are your impressions of Derek Jones, leader of the defensive end, and what he brings up on the court?
Yeah, no, he covers up for a lot of our mistakes. He takes the challenge right when that ball is tipped at the beginning of the game, and having him on the perimeter as a defender and also a cutter, and also someone that can knock down at least 1 to 2, even three threes a game, helps out our offensive and defense to have an identity. So he's helped us create that identity this year of continuing to steadily improve in the defensive ranks, and just staying locked in on that end.
You had 35 points tonight. Last time you were at the podium, we talked about your rhythm. How did you feel tonight compared to the last time?
No, it felt great. Stark difference than how I got started in Utah, just being back out there. But it just goes to show that the preparation matters on my end, and how I approach the game night to night. and how I exemplify my own leadership in my own way and continuing to spark a great positive energy for our guys. It's a make or miss league. You can win some games, go on a streak, lose some games, go on a streak, but just want to stay together in that foxhole together and continue to feed each other positive energy.
As a person that watches you practice, I can tell that a few of those shots you made tonight, you practice outside.
Thanks. That's what this game is about, man. Yep.
Kyrie, you had a couple of plays tonight where you flew over the Wolves bench. You lost the ball, I think, to him for a little bit. You chased him down, fouled him. When you give that much effort, why do you give that much effort?
Man, it sets the standard. If you see me diving into the crowd, go after a loose ball, then that should encourage everyone else to be able to do the same if that opportunity arises. But yeah, this is just why I get up every day and play this game at a high level is to continue to bring some guys along with me, be successful in this league, takes team wins, a lot of team camaraderie, a lot of gelling, a lot of harmony on the offensive and defensive end, and just being on the same court. That's what it's about at this point is we have some tests in front of us, some good teams that are on our schedule. We're home. This is time to really develop our niche space or identity, even more so to what our defensive ranks have included. So just looking forward to us continuing to grow and get guys back, man. We got caught that injury bug a little bit again. So going against the best teams in the league, you want to be healthy. We haven't been as of yet, but to still get wins like this against teams that are going to be coming, down the line in those playoffs, it feels good.